Welcome to Algarve, Portugal, and the 5th edition of the Algarve Bike Challenge. "800 riders from 18 different countries were ready to test their limits in a demanding 3-day stage race.
Algarve Bike Challenge started in 2013. It starts with a small race of 200 riders, and now we have over 800 riders. Every year has been grown. Every time since the first edition has been realized here in Tavira. It's a historical city and beautiful city from the Algarve. It has a lot of tradition, a lot of interesting points in the city and inland, and it's the perfect place for a mountain bike race.
Central Tavira welcomed the riders as they prepared themselves and their bikes for the coming race days by test riding the 3 different courses.
We have lots of tradition in bicycles. Year by year, increasing the quality, the offering, and the competition, the high level of competition, and these big events, that is the 50th year that this event is making Tavira, brings us many people.
The Algarve Bike Challenge is made up of 2 classifications. There's the UCI race for elite riders competing for UCI cross-country ranking points, and the Open Race Challenge for all riders over 19 who want to test their skills and become an Algarve Bike Challenge finisher, whilst they discover Algarve as a great cycling destination for bike tourism and mountain biking.
I think the competition is strong, definitely, and it's interesting that it's one of the first races of the season, so no one's quite sure how everyone else is going, so it'll be interesting to see who's riding fast and whether we can step up to the challenge as well.
It's a perfect time in the year to get some race kilometers in the legs, and I think the stages are really good, not these long climbs.
I came for the first time last year to the Algarve Bike Challenge. And really enjoyed the trails, and the organisers do a fantastic job of putting on the event. The organisation is really, really good, one of the best that we go to, so it wasn't a hard choice to come back again.
The race is made up of teams, each consisting of 2 riders, so the aim is for both riders to stick together and help get each other through the challenges ahead.
We have to stay together, maybe take more wind if someone is weaker than the other at one moment.
First up was the 2.5 kilometre night prologue. Tavira's narrow streets and whitewashed houses, full of excited spectators, proved a testing challenge and a great warm-up for the following stages.
Prologue in the city, and yeah, it's my absolutely favorite discipline. I'm looking forward, and yeah, we have big plans today.
They finally did. The World XC Eliminator champion Daniel Federspiel and his teammate Gregor Ragel, both of Germany, won the prologue in an impressive time of 4 minutes 48 seconds.
It's a special race because you race together, and it's different than when you are racing for your own, because you have to look for your partner, or the partner has to look for you, and yeah, it will be a challenge.
Bad weather meant stage 2 was shortened by 14 kilometres to 70 kilometres, and the climbing reduced to 2,000 metres. So more of a physical than technical stage with large gravel roads and plenty of uphill grinding. Amongst the elite UCI, less than 60 seconds separated the first 6 teams. Simon Gessler and Franz Hofer won a sprint battle with the Belgian riders Frank Klaus and Joris Masser.
On the last flat 1 kilometer we were alone with one team, and we had a little gap, and then we brought it to the line. In a sprint finish, we got it then.
After such an intense effort, the riders needed time to recover from the strain in order to be ready for the final stage. Stage 3 was highly technical, with plenty of climbs and single tracks. It was 73 kilometers that crossed the Serra do Caldeirão region and moved into the characteristic Algarve Barrocal. In the end, it was Kevin Panhuisen and Frank Beamer who crossed the line in 3 hours and 7 minutes after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Franz Kleiss and Joris Masser.
Today it was a really nice race. It was a nicer track than yesterday because there were a lot more single tracks, so that was cool. And yeah, the river crossings were really difficult because the water was really high because of the rain last few days. But it was a nice race, so it was cool.
Kleiss and Masser of Belgium may not have won any of the 3 stages, but their consistency throughout proved key and meant that they claimed the overall Algarve Bike Challenge 2017 title.
It was a great track, better than yesterday, but yeah, it suits me well, and the steep uphills are better than the long climbs.
Yeah, it was sometimes difficult with river crossings. Sometimes it was very slippery, and one time I went down into the river, so I was totally wet. But for the rest, I really enjoyed the track.
Anne Tauber and Lisa Mitterbauer were the winners of the Women's UCI Division 3rd stage, which also gave them the overall victory.
Well, for me it was a great event, and nice that you can enjoy it 3 days long, and especially the night event on the first day that makes you give a feeling of that the race has begun.
Well, I think we had in the downhills an advantage because I think we're both pretty good technical riders, and like this we saw we can make an advantage in the downhill.
In the open class, Team Gold Nutrition from Gamito and Rosa finally got the overall victory in the men's division, whilst the women's was won by Liliana Dominguez and Elisete Torpes.
Describe it using a lot of words, but 3 words like fantastic, exciting, and come back.
Congratulations to the organization.
The event closed with a prize-giving ceremony as all riders reflected on the 3 stages raced and looked ahead to the new season to come. This high-level event will continue to grow when Algarve Bike Challenge returns in 2018.
Yeah, it's I forgot the question.